Welcome back to Prairie Farm, Michigan on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 8. Let's see if we can squeeze an episode in between all these mod reviews and map tours with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:35, it's October 1. I've got various different things happening at once. We have got, if you remember from the previous episode, it seems like a while ago now, we've got a sowing contract going on field 17. I've got a worker actually putting alfalfa now. I was doing the alfalfa, but I've got a couple of bits I want to do, and I'll jump back on that, into our field just to our north. We have got fertilising contract on field 2, which is ongoing, and our corn is ready to harvest. Now, we haven't got enough money to buy the gearing off header yet until a couple of those contracts are done. However, there's a couple of things we are going to do in this episode. We're going to look at drying down some of our corn. Now, I do need to double check something when I say that, because there is a risk as well, actually. Hopefully. That's interesting. That's a potential problem. There's not anywhere we can sell dried corn. We have to give that some thought, because I was going to get a corn dryer and the crib. I was going to buy a new crib, dry some corn down. Anyway, we have got some equipment in the used vehicles sale bit, so I'm going to sell a couple of those. That I was only saying about that the other day. 77 grand, 55% off. We've got a beet harvester. I just haven't used one of those yet, and I was really keen to go and have a go with one, you know. We haven't got any beet in the ground. There's nothing at the moment. But I'm not going to kick myself that's... Oh, we can always buy one if we need to. I'm going to buy that. Actually, you know what? We're going to buy it. I don't have attachers for those. So we're going to buy that as well. We don't want anything... Bring the price down as much as possible. We'll buy that. I'll sell those in just a moment. But what we're also going to do is, I'm feeling like we're going to invest a little bit here. We're going to go ELECTRUK. If you watch my mod review, we're going to sell this. This belongs to the store. I mean, I suppose technically us, I guess. But I'm thinking, to make life a little bit easier, and might help with some other stuff we're going to do. Might give me a few options. We can sell that for, what are they offering? 38,842. We're going to put some more towards it, and we're going to get a JCB, a teleloader ELECTRUK thing, which has the extension on the boom. We have also got the option of having it with forks if we want to do pallets and stuff, or using skid steer loader implements, and we can get a pallet fork with skid steer loader as well. So as far as buckets go, now we got rid of a skid steer loader, I know that, because at the time we didn't need it, but now I think we might, because what I'm also going to do is a bit of MIXOLOGY. We're going to grab a little mixer and we're going to make our own seed. It means we're going to have to buy some mineral, some seed treatment stuff. Have we got it available or not? Oh, we haven't. Base game. That's the Meridian screw conveyor. No, we haven't got the seed treatment auger, have we? We haven't got the AGI pack yet. They had the seed treatment auger, so that's all right. I suddenly thought, oh, hang on a minute, why have I not thought about doing that? So yeah, we're going to do a bit of that. But what we are going to need to do, is it under pallets? Under these pallets, where is it likely to be? Not silage additive. Am I having a problem because I haven't actually... Did I not install the thing I thought I'd installed? I'm not making a lot of sense. Go up to seed. Yeah, it's not showing the other pallets. 840 for 60 litres. I'm going to get 3 of those. They are liftable. I'm going to make some seed of our own. Because we've got wheat already, so we can do it with wheat, and we're going to be doing corn harvest, so we'll be able to do it with some corn. I'm just thinking it might work out a lot cheaper than actually than buying seed if we're going to be doing that. Again, it's an idea. I had that message come up saying something was hung up. I haven't had another message, so I'm assuming whatever it was that was stuck on something isn't stuck anymore. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know when this episode is going to air, because obviously there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Right, let's repair it. 87, 80, I can't even remember what we paid for it. 77, wasn't it? So we made 10 grand already. If I do the repaint on this, that's going to rock it. But again, we've made 10 grand. It's not going to charge me at all for doing the repaint because of the situation. I'm going to leave it as it is. Let's sell it as it is. We've made 10 grand on that. That's a nice profit. Yeah. 121 already. Let's get rid of this. I'm thinking, how come we got so much money? Hang on a minute. What's gone wrong here? Oh no, yeah, we'll sell this as well. Because we sold the little pallet truck. I'm struggling today. My brain's not working. I mean, people would argue it doesn't normally anyway, but I'm struggling to get my head around what I'm doing. It's weird. Again, let's repair that. 34,526. Sell that. Cool. We're going to go to here. We're going to go electric, which is a little bit more expensive, but that's fine. And we're going to go to our forklift section, just here. We're going to get the ELECTRUK. I'm going to copyright that. That's mine. The TaylorFarms electric. Come on, ELECTRUK. It's much better. 54 grand. We're going to do it with that skid steer attacher. We're going to keep the UK flag on. I know we're in the US, but I'm feeling patriotic. We're going to keep it all like that, or should we go for a more? Yeah, let's go with that. So we will buy that, which brings us back down to where we were. But with what we just made on the profit, we're not far off what we were anyway, in all honesty. And we've just got this. We've added a bit more to that. And then what we're going to do is come out of there. We're going to go to skid steer loaders. And oh, we haven't got many options, have we, to be fair? Because we can grab pallet forks if we need to do pallet fork work, but we need a bucket at the moment. So let's do that. And that. Yeah. Let's buy that for 4 grand. We'll be fine. We'll make a bit of money. I'm wondering, actually, can I put these into the bucket? So I thought, where's it gone? I just bought it. This thing is cool, look. Oh, it's so useful. It's tiny compared to everything else. Right. I've got all this stuff to do. This is going to take. That's what I mean about. I don't know when this is going to post, because with the best will in the world, the contracts I'm doing at the moment are going to take some time. Field 6 being, you know, that mega gargantuan field. We're only that far through that, and this one, yeah. I mean, we've got a long way to go. Oh, was it field 2 was hung up? That's not complete, is it? Oh, it is hung up, isn't it? Okay, I'll go and sort that out. I'm just thinking, can I? Because I can pick these up, I can lift them. So if we can lift these. Oh, cool. Put both those in like that. Oh, hang on. And this one. Skills to pay the bills. Can I get across the road before any traffic destroys me? Yep. Right, sort the rest out in a bit. We'll bring the other tractor over. Let's put that down there. Decide where we're going to put that. Cool. See you in a little while. Well, a long while, but sometime, yeah. Probably about midday by the time I'm done, I reckon. Quick turnaround. Contract on sowing field 17 still going on. I finished the fertilising contract on field 2 and I've moved over from our alfalfa. Oh, I still need to roll. Our field of alfalfa, the seed has now gone over to field 6. That's 11% on there. But I literally just came back. You notice I've got one of my tubs has gone from concentrate. So we've restocked on the spreader. I was just about to park it up. And what comes up? Another contract for fertilising. I thought, oh, that's cool. Field 2, which I've just come from, pays exactly the same amount. So I thought, well, that's odd. I've just done field 2's fertilising contract. And I had. This is for a second fertilising. So I thought, well, okay then. Let's go back out. Why not? I mean, at the end of the day, it's money in the bank. While the other things are all working, might as well. The money has gone down to 17 grand, as you can see, because I've bought the Geringhoff header now. So I've got the header I needed. I switched the colour on it to case. I did go case, didn't I? Not massy. I think I went case red, so it should match up with our harvester, which means we should be able to get on with that. There's too much happening. We will get onto it. I promise. It's that funny situation, isn't it? Normally you get to a point where you're on a map and you've got maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 tractors, possibly different sizes, doing different jobs. For example, this one is this is my spraying, herbiciding, fertilising rig. Brilliant. The white is doing a few bits here and there. Obviously we've got the Chief that we got, and we've got the Fendt. But now I'm thinking, right, we need to get another big tractor, because we need to get, and I mean, realistically we could run multiple seeders. When we're doing big jobs like field 6, why not run 2? I'm just thinking in my head of, let's run multiple, actually you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on our field because it was in the way, of running multiple harvesters and things like that. But why not run multiple seeders or fertilizer spreaders, or, you know, I think we might even get to a point fairly soon, well, it depends financially how we go, about getting a self-propelled sprayer unit, which we kind of talked about. But come on, traffic, let's drop that off at the back. We can come and restock from that when we need to. Come back on 2 and we'll go again. I think I'm going to do the bit here first around the telegraph poles. It did alright, but it got a little bit hung up here and there, so I think I'll do the bit that needs to be done. Whoa, mind the traffic. Okay, we won't mind the traffic. Overtaking again. Okie dokie then. Bank account's looking a little bit better. It's 10:53, not midday. Not quite midday, so it was going to take a while. The contracts that I had on, I might have taken on another sowing contract, which I did, and then I've taken on another 2 sowing contracts. These pay out rather well. 41,000 on field 15 for green beans, and then this one here, yeah, 76,000 for sugar beet. So we're going to get onto those again. I might do those off camera, but what I want to get done now, our corn harvest can begin. The mist has all burnt off, so we can get our corn harvest underway. I don't know if I've got enough time to get, if I set the worker off doing that, whether I've got enough time to do what I need to do. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in now, not that, this, factories, and we're going to put in one of these bad mama jammers, and we're going to put it, where are we going to put it? This is the problem now. I want to put it kind of up against something, but I don't want to put it in the way of things, and other things, and other doobly widgety things. And will that be all right there? Do we reckon? Yeah, why not? Let's put it there. Yeah, cool. So this is going to do our own seed production. Let's open the top up. That's why we got the telly truck just here. So we're going to get some corn, but we have got wheat in here already, so I can put some wheat in. What I can do as well, let's come over and grab one of these. Now if I want to get a bit more height, top tips of MrSealyp. If I dip down, if I crouch and then reach out as far as I can, pick it up, and then I'm already high. If I bend down to pick it up and then you don't get the same height. I feel that once you crouch, because you've got that extra, you can go a little bit higher with it, especially when you're trying to put into taller things. So this we bought earlier. Let's get that in. I will put all the seed additive in because it takes, I think it's 300 litres I think it takes in here. I guess we can check that, can't we? If we click there, seed additive, yeah, 300 litres. And then we're going to put corn in, and we're going to put, I can't do wheat, can't I? Wheat was down the bottom, wasn't it? Alphabetical, yes. So let's put a bit of wheat in. It's only 2,700 litres of each. Assuming, of course, this works. Please work. Yes. Now again, this all comes down to, you know, do you want to, it seems weird not having an engine sound because it's electric, you know, the wheat's worth money, corn's worth money, for 1,000 litres of wheat, and this is pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio, we transfer it over, 1,000 litres of wheat to sell or 1,000 litres of corn to sell. I mean, the easiest thing to do here is we go in and we have a look. So let's have a look at our corn. So 458, so in the 400s, the old tank will take it at 599, but 458 for 1,000 litres of corn. Great. To buy seed is 1,260 for 1,000 litres, and even if we get it, the place we're getting it now is cheaper, but that's even, what did I say that was, 800 and something. So producing our own is a cheaper alternative. Wheat, does wheat pay a little bit more or a little bit less? A little bit more. So using wheat probably isn't as good as using corn. Did I just turn it off? I did, yep. There we go. This is a high tip, I think, as well, isn't it? It is. So we can get that in. Didn't need to extend it, but that's fine. And then we can click on that because we've already got some in there. So let's go down to our wheat, storing wheat to seed. And we look at our recipe, 48,000 cycles per month, 100 to 100 with 0.3 of seed additive use. So the recipe's fairly high, cycles run up to fairly high. Turn that on and we should start getting seed being produced. And what I can do is once that's done, I can empty that out, stick it into our silo, and we're producing seed. There you go, 125 litres already. Bang, we're producing our own seed on our farm. Although, I only put one bucket in, didn't I? 1-to-1. Yeah, awesome stuff. I'm going to put another couple of buckets in just to get that producing. And that's when we get corn, we can do that as well. Admittedly, we might need a bigger bucket, I think, on something. Because when we come to unload it, because this only does 1,284 litres at a time, so maybe we do need to get a wheel loader or something, or have a trailer. I don't know, will it lift up to a trailer? I suppose we could. Look at that thing spin. I probably should close the top. Maybe get a little auger, a little pipe. There we go. So we've got a bit of seed underway. That's the main thing. That's what I want to do. Electrukery. Nice, right. Leave it there for a minute. Let it do its thing. Should I close the cover? Probably should close the cover. Right, there we go. And now we are producing. Look at that. We're rocketing through. Haven't used much seed additive, although I did need to put some more of that in. Yeah, boy. Mind you, though, we're going to get through a lot of it, but I can have that chugging away in the background. Yeah, I suppose I'm just thinking it's not a very big capacity. At the end of the day, it's probably designed more for small farms, but I wanted to give it a go. What's happening over here? So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our big old Amity auger wagon with the Fent probably, but let's go and grab our harvester and let's get this corn going. We've got a big cornfield, we've got a lot to do. I suppose I should get on with getting one of these sowing contracts underway as well, because I'm going to be doing this. We could have that going at the same time. It would make sense, wouldn't it, to have it going at the same time? So where are we going to start from? A sensible location. If the traffic's all stopped here, let's unfold the header. Let's go beacons on. Let's buck out the way a second. Let's unfold the harvester. And let's go. I mean, I say it's that thing of saying yield's okay. It's difficult to know. There wasn't actually, it's not a lot. Let's go check on our field and our growth and our soil composition. Let's take the liming off. Was it fertilised? Why is that not doing anything? Oh, loading map. Loading. No, it wasn't fertilised at all. Had nothing done to it. Does it need ploughing? Come on. Load. It does need ploughing as well. So we're going to need to plough. We're going to need to lime after we're done. So yeah, it's got no fertilising state, so the yield won't be as good as it could have been, should have been. I suppose we can always have a look on here, can't we? Go into here. What's it saying? Yield bonus 22%. Isn't that's terrifying, isn't it? When you consider not having those two fertilising states on there, not having the ploughing done to it previously, and no lime either. Oh, 22% yield bonus. That's shocking. But it's a massive field, so we're still going to get a load of corn off it, just nowhere near what we could have got off it. But we inherited this farm, this field. This came with it. Now again, I could be running my GPSs, of course I can. And when we get onto the longer stretches, I probably will. Can I hire a worker on this? Absolutely, and I probably will. But I want to get the outside's done first of all. Well, at least we're getting some corn done. That was what we were planning to do. But we are finally getting the corn harvest done. And we've got a slightly wider head. It went from 6 to 9 metres. Or with this one, with the Geringhoff. Does that go into the fence? How in the world has that happened? I didn't notice that before. I suppose because the crop was there. We're going to have to... I don't suppose we can remove that, can we? No. And that's weird as well, because this comes right down to there. That really shouldn't be there, should it? We might have to lop this corner off, do a bit of landscaping, have a bit of a curve on here maybe, I think. If we can get this bit harvested. Or we'll just go over it, doesn't really matter, does it? If we kind of curve round like this. That's pretty annoying. I mean, this is our patch here as well, so we'll get what we can from this little bit, and then we'll just landscape it. Yeah, we'll do that. It's got a collision as well. Oh god! I need every literage, every bit we can get. Probably should have done the other side as well. We can probably get right down to within a morsel, a lovely meaty morsel, right? And off we toddle. So the beacon's off now. Now we're on our field. Happiness is a warm case. So what was that dilemma? Oh, that was what I was going to do. Stop. As we said about that sounds so cool when it slows down. We're going to go to our sell points and we're going to put in one of these. Do I want to go XL? Doesn't really matter. I mean, it's 1,000 either way. And I'm going to put it on this plot out here. On here. So we're going to put a sell point in for ourselves. I'm hoping by putting in this one, which is one of the Schultz modding ones, that it will give us an option to have dried corn. I don't know if it will. What we are going to do as well, we're going to click on that and we're going to rename it. Cool. So what we're going to do now, if we come back into here and have a look, please be on here. Please be on here. I don't understand. Oh, that's commodities. We don't want... no, it's right. It's alphabetical, isn't it? I don't understand why. Hang on, I suppose I think we need to check as well at this point. No, we want that and silos. This is where I realise I haven't actually installed it. Oh, you absolute melt! Oh, I'm going to go for a lie down and then it will cry in the corner. My new crib, my corn crib. We have it available. Let's just say it's on order. It just hasn't been delivered yet. That could explain it. I've just put another sell point for no reason. It was only £1,000. It's not the end of the world. Don't worry, we will rectify that problem. So we should have the ability to dry down some corn. Once I've got some corn here, we'll get it unloaded and we'll get a corn crib in as well. Yes. Nothing to see here as per usual. Mistakes were made, but I'm not going to point fingers. You know me, I've never done that in the past. I don't like to apportion blame. You know, these things happen. It doesn't help a situation to just say, you know, it's your fault. Yeah, we know. We know whose fault it was, don't we, Steve? You know? But you don't have to keep telling everyone. Right, let's get some corn. Our seed things probably needs topping up as well, and I mean that's an ongoing thing. You could sit for hours just chugging away with that. And I suppose if you're going to do seed like it is with the seed treatment auger from the AGI pack, if you've got a small-ish field, or it doesn't really matter what size field it is, you might decide, well, I'm going to put whatever crop I'm going to put into this field, like this one here being corn. You could say I want half of the corn crop to be dried down and we'll sell it, half of the corn crop to go, or maybe a third of it go to pig food, another fraction that works out up to 100%, another fraction of it goes to make seed, and you know, and you just make that decision. Deary me. I'm going to get that sowing, one of those sowing contracts underway actually. It's 11:43. I've got a couple of unloads under my belt. What I have also done, I've done around the telegraph poles. Just about to do this next one here. So I've done around the telegraph poles to get those out of the way. Did I miss some bits here? Oh no. And up this top bit, I've done this corner. So we've got 2 full loads in there. So we're just over 22,000 litres. 21 and a bit, wherever it works out at. And what I've also done, if we hop out, the bit down this corner, we just did a bit of landscaping. We put a bit of turf down, you know, as you do, just to bend this corner away from that fence. So then when we come to plough, it's going to need ploughing, it's going to need liming. So yeah, all I did was just gave that a bit of a curve round, bit of turf down in the corner, and we're good to go on that. Interesting, that one, isn't it? But I guess, yeah, because right from the outset we had corn here and it was green, so you couldn't really see it anyway. And how was our crop done? This should be, oh yeah, of course, yeah, look. Our soybeans are growing. Lovely job. Very happy. Right, I'm going to carry on with this then. Oh, we have taken delivery of, we've just got to build it, our corn crib, which also means that we come into here and we go to D, just there, dry corn, there we go. So it's actually, I'm sure it was worth more. Oh, it could be, is it a 2-day month thing? No, I don't know. We're on normal economy. It's paying more than it is if you don't dry it down. But anyway, we're going to do it anyway, because I just want to have a go. So we've got that full, or maybe actually not full, the auger wagon. When we've got just over 40,000 litres in it, because the corn crib takes 40,000 litres, we'll go over to the farm with the auger, we'll put a corn crib up, we'll put some in, get some drying down. Like I say, why not? I just feel like, you know, we're trying some of the stuff out. This isn't like I did on, oh, blimey. I've blanked the FS22 map, my test map. Alien Jim. It'll come to me. If not, it'll come up on the screen. I'll remember it in a while, probably. I was just, as I was doing my Let's Play and new stuff was coming out, I was thinking, you know, I'll give that a go. You know, a lot of times, as I've said, a lot of times is it you're doing it because you're going to make a load of money? Is it you're doing it because you've used it in your own life? You've tried this bit of equipment, you've used it on your farm, or you've worked on a farm that have used it? Or is it because you just want to try a different process? You want to try something different? There we go. Got my GPS on, but I've turned off the lines so we can crack right along. Yeah, so what are the reasons behind it? Why are you doing this process? And a lot of the time it does come down to just trying something different, doing something a bit different to what you've done before. Have we had corn dryers before? Yes, we have. We have got a corn dryer again now from JMZ. But this one, the corn crib, we haven't had a corn crib. You might have done a PC, but I've never reviewed one or used one on console before. So I'm like, you know what? We're doing corn. Let's stick a corn crib in. Absolutely. The TaylorFarms came out. The ELECTRUK came out. And again, my brain immediately was like, well, I want to use one. And we needed something to lift stuff into that seed mixer. Oh, there are better seed mixers out there. There are tons of production buildings and stuff now. OmaTana stuff is out as well. Could I produce seed more effectively? Could I produce it in larger quantities? Yeah, I could, and I can. But I just wanted to give that a go. I might decide I fill it 2 or 3 times, get 2,000-3,000 litres out of it each time and decide, yep, it's too slow, I need something bigger. In which case, we might ramp it up a little bit. Ramp up our seed production. But as it stands at the moment, I'm happy with what we got. We should be fine. So, anyway, we're going to get another full load. I think, going the other way, I must have missed a line a little bit because I think we're going to miss some rows in a minute. We are definitely on our line. Because that side is dead on. There we go, look, yeah. We'll just turn around and tidy those bits up. I'll say nearly full anyway, so we'll unload. I'll swing around and get the auger up. That'll be just over 30,000 litres. Should I have lifted the header? Yes. I don't know what it. I'm not going to lie. This is a strange thing as well. I don't think I've ever said this before. I find doing a corn harvest. I know a lot of people have said that the corn animation's terrible and still hasn't been fixed. People have been saying it right since day one, that you're not getting that bend of the crop. It's very kind of it's very up and down. It's like, and as it goes along, it just like chunk in big chops. It doesn't look right. I find doing corn harvesting very satisfying, and I don't know why. Of all the crop types you can do, and we do, and I've done, I don't know what it is about doing a corn harvest. It's strange, isn't it? Maybe because it's so much bigger and you can see it coming down in these big swathes as you go. But I mean, that's the same with a lot of crops, I suppose. I don't know what it is about it. I find it very, very relaxing. I enjoy it. So am I going to mulch this before? It's saying needs lime, needs ploughing, weeds are growing. The ploughing will get rid of the weeds. I don't know if the mulching thing's going to make any difference. I think what I might do, because it will tell me bottom right whether or not we've got any yield bonuses for the next crop, but is it worth getting a mulcher and giving them, because I haven't really done a lot of mulching recently. I'm sure the mulching and the rolling's only 2.5%, is it? Something like that for each of those processes. So it's not, it doesn't make a massive difference. And well, if you've got a direct drill, you would direct drill straight into this, but this field does need ploughing, which will last for 3 harvests. So, and as we saw already checking the ground, the yield bonus for the corn is terrible, so we are going to need to do some. So one more full load and then we'll go and sort out a corn crib. We are 39% on that. I have to say, 39% on that contract that pays 76 grand. That's getting through that really well. I checked on it a little while ago and it's barely used any of the seed for doing sugar beet. I just thought I'm putting the right crop in the ground. I am, yeah. I am considering actually. What's that one for? That's for red beet. Do I? The trouble is, again, it's the numbers. I'm thinking, oh, off camera. If I did it off camera, it's another 57 grand. But it's also another couple of hours. The problem is it's Friday now. This episode's taken 3 days with mods and maps and various different stuff because Giants keep dropping loads of mods and it's taken me hours to prep them, and then I record and get the prep done. Like the other night I got the prep done, did the recording, and it wouldn't upload. I don't know what. Again, it was the Tube of You playing up, and it would go and it would sit at YouTube saying processing, just processing. So in the end I have to delete it, try and re-upload it. I tried over and over again to the point where this morning, Friday morning, I then managed to upload Thursday's mods. Wednesday's mods I posted Thursday morning because that took a ludicrous amount of time. By the time I'd done all the prep, I didn't even get the recording done. It was about 10 PM. I know people, when I said that before, someone said, well, why don't you just finish it? Just go to bed late. Well, to be fair, I've been sat at my desk since 7:30 in the morning. And at that point, when you're at 12, 13, 14, 15 hour day, you think to yourself, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten, I haven't spent any time with my wife, my kids, I know my kids are grown up, but they get in from work, they come and chat, and I'd like to sleep at some time. And again, I'm old, that thing, and I did it when I was working and doing my channel. Yeah, absolutely. You do what you need to do. Oh, okay, that's gone. What is that doing? What was that about? Let's go forward. Hit the thing. We've done that row already. Why is it going to that one again? Yeah, I was getting from work, but then you got to remember as well. There was a couple of comments made. Why is it not doing this row? Why does it keep going over there? I don't understand what's happening there. Let me just put the lines on, sorry. Show lines. Why are there no lines here? Oh, hang on, have I turned? What's happened here? Look on the right hand, look on the thing, it's not showing any lines. What direction? No. No offset. Number of headlands. 1 automatic. Show lines on off. There are no lines. How weird. Yeah, like I say, I used to work and come home, and then I would do the mods, and then do my Let's Play if there were mods. If there was a map tour, I'd do the map tour, and I might go to bed at 2 in the morning because I'd worked all day anyway. I was building my channel because I'm doing this now full time, and this is my work day. If I've been here 12 hours, 13, 14, whatever it might be, and someone had said to me about doing the mods and said I don't understand why it's taking so long, for one. And it's a little bit like the Giants thing with mods at the moment. I'm not going to get into talking about that. I know people have been goading me to try and get me to talk about it. I'm not going to. There's some stuff happening in the background. People will find out some stuff in due course, but I'm not getting involved in all that. But someone said, well, you know, why is it taking so long to do the mods? Well, one, I play on console, so I don't have any of those bells and whistles and tricks. All of, there we go, now the lines have come up. For some reason that back corner there aren't any. Yeah, I don't have the easy dev control thing. I don't have any of that. Was it Power Tools it's called now, or whatever, where I can just plonk stuff, fill stuff. You know, so doing mod reviews for me takes a long time of prep and setting up, which I've chosen to do, and that's the way it is. But it's got so much worse recently because for FS25 there have been more mods submitted to the mod hub than ever before. I mean, like ever before. And people have been saying about, you know, obviously I'm going to touch on this very briefly, but as I say, I'm not getting into the rest of it, but people have been saying, well, Giants are taking too long to test mods, why are we not getting mods out? And it's not about why are we not getting mods out, it's why are we not getting the mods out we want to see. That's the problem. Because my argument back to that, to the couple of people I did respond to, was I have never done so many mods per mod review ever, and I've been doing mod reviews since FS17. Since FS15 we didn't have mods on console, FS17 we got mods on console. I started doing mod reviews. But again, the way this has built and grown, when I started out you might get a mod one day, you might go 3 days, nothing, then you might get 2 mods, then you might go 2 days, nothing, then you might get a mod again. That was it. 1, 2, 3, nothing. You might go a week, no mods, then you get a mod 3 days on the trot, 1, 2, 3, you know, and that was it. And people were happy with that because we were getting mods. It was brilliant. Then obviously 19 that ramps up, 22 that ramps up, and I think when 22 came out, I think we had a mod day where it was 50 odd mods, and I freaked out, you know, and I had to do a 2-part mod review. I'd never done that before. It was bonkers. I'd never done so many mods. And then 22 it settles back down again, and we kind of go into a routine where you'd get 15, 20 mods would be a roughly average day. You might get some days where you got 4 or 5, maybe 10, but you know, around the 20s was fairly normal. So the thing about there not being mods being tested and not being tested quickly enough for 25 baffles me, because I would say most mod days now are 30 plus. That's normally a standard day. A light day is 10 mods. That used to be a normal day. So a light day now is 10 mods, 10, 15. 20 plus, possibly even 30 is a normal day now. And then the heavier days are when you're into the 40 plus, 50 plus mods. And we're getting more and more of those days. And it's much, much harder to do that and to keep up with that. And if you get a day when there's 40, 50 mods and a map, or 2 maps, or 3 maps. And again, my channel has been built up on all of that content. My channel has been built up on Let's Plays, mod reviews, map tours, all of those. Not just Let's Plays, not just mod reviews, not just map tours. So it's that thing of, you know, if the content's there, I'll make content. So I don't know, it's a tricky one. I'm trying to keep up with it, but it might be, if this continues and we continue having 40 plus mod days, people will just have to understand that my mod reviews will be the following day. They will have to be, because I don't really know any other way around it. And to be honest with you, when you think about a normal person's working day, if you work in an office and you work an 8-hour day, for me, a 40 mod review day is a full shift, because it might be 3, maybe 4 hours prep time to all of my notes, to get all the mods ready, to get them all laid out, to get them in an order, to go through them, to understand to the best of my ability how they work without deep diving massively. Then there's the recording. If it's a 1-part or a 2-part, that can be an hour or 2 hours if it's a 2-part of recording, then the editing, then the posting, and then you're looking at, that's a full work day. And that's just the mods without doing anything else. So yeah, it's a tricky one. And that all came off the back of me saying about taking another sewing contract, which could take a few hours. Plus, it's now a Friday. Giants, for some reason, Fridays, they seem to dump everything. So that thing of going out with MrSealyp on a Friday night, we used to do that regular as clockwork. She would finish work in London, she'd come home on the train down the main line, meet me in town, we'd go out, we'd have a bite to eat, a couple of drinks. It was lovely. I haven't done that in a long time now. And obviously then the weekend becomes a real problem. So yeah, I know. I've got as many people saying to me, you know, your life should come first, your family should come first, but then also it's my livelihood, it's my channel, I have to keep it relevant. And then as many people are then saying, why aren't you posting content? Why are there no, why haven't you done the mod review in a timely manner? Why are there no, what's the word? Why is there no Let's Play? You know, this is why. I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave in, how much will be edited out. Again, as I'm doing all this, I'm just talking about what's in my head. So some of it might get edited out. If it has been, some of this might not make any sense at all. Anywho, once this is full, let's get this corn crib in. That might be where I'll end it, actually, because we're getting the corn harvest done. We've got a sowing contract going on. This is what I wanted to get done. And we're on it. We're getting on with it. And then once this field is cleared, we've then got the small matter of them repurposing the entire field, ploughing, liming, seeding, rolling, whatever we're going to do with it. So yeah, see you in a bit. Right, 42,000. I think it's because every single time I want to turn in, some buffoon tries to overtake and causes an absolute blockage that even a high fibre diet won't clear. Right. So yeah, it was 10,570, isn't it, each load? Stop it, moron. So let's check out my new crib. That should be a thing. FS cribs, they should call it. Something over here. I think we might let's put a crib in here, shall we? Let's move this out of the way. Just make sure we've got a bit of space. We're definitely going to need another barn at some point. Oh, this is finished running this thing, and what I should be able to do here, turn that on. Oh, should probably be a little bit lower. There we go, that's better. So there's the first of our seed produced, and I can put it straight into here. Store it. Boom. So what I can do each time is just grab a bit more wheat or corn or whatever we've got in there, load that up, make sure I've got the seed treat stuff in there. Right, so new crib. I'm only going to do the one. We'll put it in here, I think. So it should be located underneath the silos, underneath the arches. Oh no, it's there. There we go. Just went past it. 3,500. That's all for a corn crib. I mean, come on. We could have rows of them as well if you wanted to. If you want to have loads drying down, the air goes through it. I just like the way this is done. So let's put it there. Should we pick a colour? So pick a card. Pick a colour. Any colour. What shall we go with? Shall we go with a sort of a brown colour maybe? For the roof sort of thing, but we can click on that and then have a bit of a go a little bit lighter brown. Yeah, it looks like a wooden wooden cover on that, doesn't it? I mean, it's tin, but I suppose, but looks rusted. It looks rusted, although it's brand new. It shouldn't be rusted, I suppose. But let's I don't know. Leave myself enough room to get vehicles and stuff through. Let's put it in. This is our corn crib. Right, let's do it. I need to come in from the other side, I think, don't I? So we can unload, and it should, once I've got my pipe up. Oh no, it is the right side. I tell a fib. God, this whole yard's really progressing, isn't it? So let's do pipe out. And once it finds the trigger, it should automatically tip, shouldn't it? There we go. Watch this fill up. And if you didn't, like I say, if you don't watch my mod reviews, it fills up with corn. I know it's already done the corn, so it's corn cobs. I know, but it doesn't matter. And then the air comes through this and dries it. I'm sure it's 40,000 litres. Yeah, 40,000 litres. Bang on! Look at that. And it's 100 to 100. Oh, sorry, 100 to 80. So you lose a little bit because it dries down, and in drying down, it shrinks down a little bit, so you lose a bit. But let's get it drying. And then the dry corn's worth a little bit more than the regular corn. We make a little bit of profit. You make more profit than you lose. So I know people would argue, but you're losing 20%. Do you gain 20%? That's a good point. Do we? If you lose 20% and you gain 20% in money, that would seem a bit daft. I'm sure it said in the instruction manual that it doesn't. I don't know. It's going to take a little while, but anyway. There you go, look, we've got 1 litre of dry corn. Excellent stuff. That's going to keep doing that and keep wanting to top out. So let's pop that back down again. I'll go back to the field and we'll carry on filling this up. The rest of this is going to go into our silo. We might continue to top this up. We can carry on topping up if we want to. And then we'll put some corn into our seed mixer as well. So I'll get a little bit more done. I'll see you when we've got a full load. We'll get that into the silo. We are 59% done on that sowing contract. And that's the thing I meant to say that the other day actually, when that debate about seeding, planting and sowing, what's the difference between the two? I suppose the game defaults to everything, whether it's seeding or planting, comes up as a sowing contract. Yeah, sowing. It's just sowing, regardless whether it's a seeder or a planter. It just says sowing, red beet, whatever it might be, green beans, wheat, blah blah blah. They all show as sowing. So you know, I think I've done enough of me going on about stuff. Right. See you in a bit when this is full. And then hopefully we'll get this up today. What time is it? Okay, yeah, hopefully. I don't know what's going to happen about mods. I have no idea. They've been actually quite early the last couple of days. I know that's been bizarre as well because people are like, well, mods were early. Why was the mod review late? It's just time. Just takes a lot of time. Swing this round over Ben's lawn. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Right. Oh, the chief. Could do a bit of a jet whoosh actually. I don't use John Deere's a lot. Not that I'm going to say I'm not a John Deere fan. I like all tractors. I just don't tend to. But it's a good looking tractor. Okay, turn that on. Do that. Let's go. Turn those off now, can't I? It's just 1:30 in the afternoon, 1:31 to be precise, and we've got our first full load. So we did 40,000 litres into the crib, another 16,900 here, so that's just over 100,000. We're over halfway on the field if we go to there. So not as much as I thought we'd get initially, but after we did that check on the ground and realised there was no fertilising state on it at all, I guess that kind of makes sense. So what we're going to do now is head over to the farm. Put this into the silo, check on the crib, check on the seed production, Oh, we haven't checked on the windmill actually. We had a couple of flour. I don't know if have we got a canola yet. Should have a canola by now, shouldn't we? Probably have some more flour as well. Everything's been chugging away. We're building a farm. I've done the wrong way round. No. Of course I have. I went to swing the other way around to get the pipe out. Trying to avoid going over our field. Our freshly rolled field. I say freshly. That seems like ages ago now. Well, I suppose it was technically. Sorry. It's the trouble when you've got multiple articulation points. Pipe out. Let's get the corn put into the silo. So that's doing that. Let's check on our situation here. Yep, we've got a canola pallet. So 2 flour, 1 canola oil. Nice. And how we're looking over here, our corn dryer. Bottom right, we've got 170 litres of dry corn. So it's gradually working its way through. It's drying down. How we're looking at our seed situation. Make sure we put the pipe away on that. Move that out of the way. I've got a worker on the field at the moment with the harvester. She's I'll keep going that way because we're going to go up onto the field this way. And we'll check on our seed. And I think we're probably at the end of another episode. Because I had that rather long-winded chat in the middle. How are we looking on here? Oh yeah, we're full. I did top it up. Seed. So that's 1 full bucket I've done already into here. There's another one there, so that will just carry on going. So I'll just keep popping it in here. Every now and again we get some. Our seeders are getting through it. I mean, we can still buy some. We've got the money to buy it. We can afford to buy seed. Of course we can. But again, like I say, I wanted to give it a go. And are we going to up this production and get a bigger one that does seed faster? Maybe with more inputs or something? Yeah, potentially. And there we have it. ELECTRUK corn drying, new crib. Remember that? FS Cribs, you heard it here first. Visiting other farmers' homes. No, that's, well, I suppose farm homes, not actual homes. That would be a bit weird. Might be some people have come here. Some people have visited, and I know DJ and Cop did and came and checked out the man cave and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, my mind's ticking away thinking, ooh, FS Cribs. Copyright that one, like ELECTRUK will have that. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.